Hello and welcome back to another daily. This is just a high elo game I've basically found on a list. I think it's around 2k to 2.2k roughly, around that sort of elo. I just took just a friend I have on my friends list to just get a high elo game to do a daily of, because I want to see if it's better, if people like it better if I'm doing analysis of a higher elo game rather than a lower elo game. So we'll see. And let me just take away that screen. So here we are. I don't think I'll follow anyone specifically. I'll just sort of go to what action I can see, and yeah, go from there. So I'm just going to fast forward this a bit, just get past all the boring jungle creeping that people do in this game. So Taric Draven against Tristana Nunu. I think Taric Draven will probably be at an advantage there, mostly because Nunu slows attack speed and Draven does a lot of his damage with his Q, which is his bouncing blade thingy. So yeah, see how much damage you can get onto Nunu there. And Taric actually exhausts Tristana there, and Draven sort of just pussies out, I guess, a little bit. And they probably could have gotten her to use something then. But she gets stunned again, and that's just a hell of a lot of damage, yeah, there. And I wanna actually play this lane, Taric Draven, a bit. It's just just from playing Draven recently. So yeah, Draven gets the first blood onto Nunu simply because he was low and he just took an advantage. But he actually did it when Taric was going to ward up there, so that isn't ideal. But it's always worth it to get a first blood. Draven actually gets 100 more gold, so that's fine. But yeah, I've been playing Draven a bit lately and realizing, how strong he is in lane. And I was thinking about trying it with Taric, and definitely think that's an idea to do. So here, basically, Shen waited for Karthus to flash. Let me go back again. Just fast forward this a bit. So Shen's like waiting in this bush here. He comes out, like when Karthus goes up to try and get this creep here. So he gets the creep, but he's going to wait for Karthus to flash. So he waits for him to flash, gets the taunt off. Twisted Fate's loaded his gold cards. He sees the opportunity, he sees the free kill, and he flashes and takes it. So this is something, even if Shen makes a good move like this, it's up to Twisted Fate to react to it as well. It can't all just be Shen, and it can't all just be Twisted Fate. They have to sort of work together in a strong way, I guess. And Shen actually activates Ghost here for pretty much no reason. I think that was probably the best use of Ghost, and it seems like he wants to come into bottom. And let's see how he handles this. So he actually that wouldn't have hit her anyway, I don't think. Just sort of taunts no one. But he made Tristana use flash anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, I guess, yeah, okay, Nunu just saw an opportunity, flashed and took it. It doesn't really matter too much. Nunu having a kill isn't too great. Probably just going to go straight back to Draven anyway. So let's fast forward this a little bit, see what's going on. Draven just forcing Tristana out of lane. He's actually 2 levels behind because there's so many creeps here. He just sort of needs to these creeps. And mid is just a farm fest like I thought it would be. But Shen's actually coming up for a gank here now on top. So Rumble gets gets all the CC put onto him, and yeah, just a result of having no ward really. There's nothing he can do without a ward. It's a shame to get a kill on your opponent and then die because you just haven't warded your lane. It's just completely pointless. Shen is heavily ganking, I would say. Malphite isn't actually really ganking anywhere, but Shen is like heavily ganking. And Twisted Fate is quite pushed up here. And Tristana is actually coming from bot lane all the way up to bot lane. And Twisted Fate just is fucked, it seems like. Actually knocks him to safety. He could probably ult and get out of this, because they're just sort of derping around for ages. Karthus would have ulted anyway. He was dead no matter what he did. But that's always nice for a free kill with Karthus. Twisted Fate just needs to make use of his ulti more, I guess. maybe go down bottom and gank, because having a Taric lane when you're Twisted Fate is just like a godsend. It's just free kills everywhere. And actually missed what happened then. So Draven's spinning his crazy axes, going nuts. And Nunu just sort of runs up. Taric stuns him. Draven just bursts everything onto Nunu. And he gets exhausted way too late. Ulti is so strong. If Tristana didn't escape out of that, she would have instantly died. Where's the stun, Taric? Come on, bro. Where's the stun? Draven, why are you being so slow? Okay, they won't get any kills there. But it seems like Twisted Fate and Shen want to sort of invade on their blue, but decide not to. Not man enough to do a 2v2. So Draven's 2-1 now on this lane. Tristana's actually ahead by like 10 CS though, so yeah. On top lane, 48-75, so wow. Renekton's actually winning that pretty hard now. And he's got his Hex Shrinker. So it's pretty difficult to die against an AP top like that when you're something like Renekton or Riven and you've got a Hex Shrinker. They seem to be fine. There's actually... Let me see what happened here. Malphite's here. They're trying to kill bot lane. Malphite's coming down. They see he's coming down on a ward. Basically, he's fucked himself by being out of position like that. Gets taunted by Shen, stunned by Taric, and now just ass raped. So that was just... Basically, everyone who's going to die here is going to be because of Malphite. That's actually an insane Nunu ult. So that wasn't too bad, although Nunu's going to die here. Karthus just sort of... This is what I meant about Twisted Fate. Karthus is just like doing fucking nothing, and Twisted Fate is just owning everyone. But he will actually get a kill there, so... What is that, 3 for 2? Yeah, 3 for 2, so... Could be worse, I suppose. Oh, sorry, missed that. But it's fine, I can always go back, so Rumble's low. And I guess he just Shen ulties. See, they're spam pinging like mad. He didn't even need Shen ulti then. He didn't need it. But yeah, just simply Rumble getting outplayed in the top lane there. And Karthus, like I said before, just running around farming. Being useless. Not even that good late game. IMO. I like Karthus that much. Not as much as other people seem to do. But I'm just fast forwarding past some of this crap. It seems they're starting Dragon because Renekton came down, and Renekton is just sort of pushing mid. While I missed the kill on bot lane there. So Tristana's by herself. Level 8 under a tower, and Draven just straight up tower dives her. Like, just too strong, too much damage. While they pick up a dragon as well, so purple team pretty much dominating. It's unfortunate I'm not following anyone specific, but I'd like some feedback from people if they prefer me doing like high reload plays to, you know, people who send their replays in. Actually see how they died on bot lane then. And it seems like they're staying quite long. Yeah, they just catch up with Blood Boil, and Karthus ult finishes off Taric, so yeah, just staying too long there. Just can't stay around on that low health when they have Karthus. Just sort of feeding him kills. He's actually now got Rod. I suppose Karthus is doing the right thing, he's got 140 farm, but I just hate that style of play, it's so boring. It's just constantly farming, staying mid. To be honest, he's a level ahead of TF, he could probably put some pain onto him. Although TF has a needlessly as well, so... Checking the race, they're down. That's the thing, you need a jungler who's good at... doesn't need so much farm when you have things like Karthus, because it can get annoying if you need farm and your race is constantly being taken. But yeah. I think the main difference in this game is the top lane and the AD carry. Draven's just so much stronger than Tristana, and will be probably for the whole game. Saying that, somehow Draven actually died. How did he die? So Taric isn't there, because he's disconnected, so that's a bit lame. Draven sort of goes into the kill, Shen sort of baiting him, I guess. Shen sort of basically baited Draven there because he wanted him to go fight because it's a gank. And Draven, I guess, went in too early and just died. But this is mostly Taric's fault for DCing, really, in my opinion. Just, yeah. But Draven's still 5-3. It was actually slightly behind in CS from Tristana, so it's not too good actually. But Tristana killed the mid tower a bit early, I think. She sort of needed more lane time to get a bit more items, at least to get IE. Because you don't want to not have IE when you start team fighting on Tristana, because you just literally do nothing. Do no damage at all. Can be one of the stronger pushing bot lanes in the new Tristana. I haven't really played it too much. It's not one of my favourite lanes, really. Well, I know Lamia likes to play it a lot. And let me just skip past all this crap. So Draven pushing bot lane, the rest of them in the middle. So Draven's doing what he should do, really. And Tristana seems to be a bit scared of him still. Or maybe not. Well, she should be. Draven's still just way ahead of her items. So if it stays a 1v1 like this, it's going to be in Draven's favour. Tristana's actually letting her tower die while doing golems. It's not a worthy trade, really. She could have kept that turret up. So that was indeed bad play from Tristana. And Draven fancies his chances 1v1. And Tristana does obviously not, considering she just instantly knocked him away. It would be silly to continue chasing, probably. So, seems Shen's taking top and Renekton's staying down, so Shen can just pour in, I suppose. And let me just slow this down. So Renekton just going to do damage on whoever he can. Pretty decent Raven ult, I guess. Maybe it could have hit Malphite as well. If he did it here, it would have been better. And Twisted Fate actually gets owned by that Malphite ult. And who is this Nunu ult going to hit? Just see, this Renekton is beasting so hard that he can kill 3 people by himself. There's no chance. See how hard he's owning. It's just, this is the difference between the top lanes. Actually, Rumble's coming in now from behind, but he's probably just gonna not do anything. Okay, that was bad from Rumble. He just jumped into 3 people. He's so fucking dead. Yeah. Okay, that was really bad from Rumble, but they just get a free dragon now, and Rumble is 1-3 with the Haunting Guys, which is not a very good item, in my opinion. And Renekton's close to his Mortimer Mortius as well, and when he gets that, there's just going to be no stopping him. Throws a mallet at Mortimer Mortius, Tristana's going to just die every team fight. But Karthus, saying all this though, Karthus is quite fed. Like 21 minutes, death cap, rod. It's very, very fed. He's doing a nice job of farming there. Draven actually has his Infinity Edge completed. Tristana's still a little bit away. How much gold has she got? How do I switch to that again? There you go, gold. Tristana, 6,200. Draven, 7,500. So Draven actually catches her here and he's just destroying her. Unfortunately, that wasn't the best ultimate to do, and that was a bad Twisted Fate ultimate. Nope, it was a good one. My bad. So Tristana's not really having a good time there, just trying to do her own red buff and just sort of getting killed before she can even do it. They just seems to be taking a more... Okay, so Draven died somehow. How did that happen? So he fancies his chances 1v1 against a fed Karthus while taking tower hits. I don't agree with his choice, to be honest. See, all Karthus had to do there was to ult him, but he didn't even need to. So Draven could have done that a lot better. He could have pulled him from the tower and then killed him or something, but not just literally tower dived him. What is Malphite building? just double gold 5 Frozen Heart, just full tank I suppose. I guess it is the way to play Malphite. Some people like to get AP and like Sorcerer Roots now though, which I prefer. Just a more aggressive Malphite build. But see, the kills are only 13-15, but you know they're like 7k gold up, no 6k gold up on the purple team. Twisted Fate has actually got Abyssal and Deathcap. That's going to be strong if he's ever going to be fighting Karthus. We're all sort of in the stage where we're just grouping up. Okay, so Malphite does his ulti onto these two. But it doesn't seem like they had anything to follow it up with, really. Tristana's actually jumping onto... So Tristana jumps onto Draven mid-air like that. And he's just so out of position. He's just so goddamn dead. There's just no way. Surely Karthus is going to die here. Yeah. That was just really Draven and Twisted Fate playing a bit crap, just really being out of position. Although Renekton probably could be a larger meat shield in a way, because he is so tanky. Look at his items. More of my Mortius Frozen Mallet, 2 Dorans, 26 minutes. It's quite strong. But it looks like they're just going to get another free dragon. Draven's actually died like 3 times without getting any kills, just pointlessly. Just goes full balls deep mode and it doesn't really pay out for him. And it looks like they're just sort of clearing Baron. They could easily sneak a Baron with Renekton Shen doing it. There's actually going to be a big fight erupting here. It looks like Twisted Fate and... I mean, it looks like Draven and Tristana are going to get there roughly the same time. But this Rumble ult is absolutely beast. Absolutely beast. So is that Draven ult though, I have to say. Draven needs to be doing damage to people. He's just sort of walking around doing nothing. Just needs to get in there and start doing damage. Tristana's just in the middle of everyone. But Draven really didn't do anything that entire team fight. He was just completely pointless. That's the thing, playing against Karthus as a short-ranged AD, it's always difficult. Because no matter what, you're going to be getting hit by Defile, is it? Is it Defile? Yeah, man, such a pro with spell name. Yeah, so you're going to be getting hit with Defile almost no matter what you do if you're going to be trying to focus down Karthus. And if Karthus was good, he'd probably trying to be going on to the AD carry. He's short-ranged. But either way, it's not over. You know, they sort of brought it back, blue team. Despite Renekton being such a beast, Renekton and Draven, they're just not that beastly anymore. It's just their double AP mid team into mid game, sort of just destroying. Yeah, I was flaming the Twisted Fate Karthus pick lane earlier, and it seems to be going in the way for Karthus this time. So just mostly because they sort of made key mistakes, which got Karthus free kills basically. But yeah. But if Shen gets a nice taunt off, then it's pretty much over. If he gets a nice taunt off on like Rumble and Karthus together, or just Tristana, then it's going to be difficult for anyone to do anything. Tristana actually has Infinity Edge Phantom now, so she's going to be doing a ton of damage either way. Look how low Karthus is already. If they actually fight here, they're just gonna die. And Tristana just gets completely like so bad positioning. She just gets stunned by Renekton, then instantly stunned by Tarek afterwards and just dies. Nunu's going to pay for it with his life as well. And because I have Twisted Fate, okay, let's see if that Rumble ult could have been a bit better, I think, but either way, Draven's actually doing some damage now. Look how much damage that Karthus is doing. Holy cow. Okay, so I thought that was going to be a landslide victory for purple teams, just simply because they caught Tristana so well. But it just seems like even though Rumble got so far behind, he just seems to be owning everyone now, and Karthus is obviously just owning everyone as well. It's just a combination of Malphite ult, Rumble ult. That's pretty much all it was. So Renekton's actually getting taken down to like half health there. He built a Bloodthirster instead of armor. I would probably have gone with armor items, because even though they have double AP, they still have a Tristana. And Karthus is not there, and they seem to be engaging. Shen needs to get in there. But I wish I know who is pinging. It must be Karthus, because he's the one who isn't there. The purple team actually got the dragon, so... But they're engaging onto Tarek here. Shen just needs to taunt Karthus. He just needs to taunt Karthus right now. And... no. See, Shen hesitated there, and it just let Malphite ulti Draven. And Karthus still doing a bajillion damage. So it just looks like blue team's going to win now. I don't know. They threw that game so hard. They just threw that game ridiculously hard. I'd say it's mostly just Draven and Twisted Fate getting caught out every time by Malphite ultis. And somehow they just managed to feed Karthus throughout the laning phase, while he just farmed like a beast. But yeah, that's the best example of playing Karthus I can give. That's just what happens when you play Karthus, I suppose. You don't really do anything, and then you just start raping in team fights. You don't actually have to know how to control your character until after the laning phase is done, really. You never really... It's rare that you'll find Karthus trying to fight his lane opponent 1v1. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this daily.